Speed, power, endurance. It is a test of will and performance in a high clash for ultimate glory. It is a gentleman's sport only for the most rich and talented drivers and teams from all around the world. And it all culminates here at the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Le Mans? Mais quoi? Il y a une grosse erreur avec mon script. Ça dit Le Mans, comme les citrons, pas Le Mans. C'est quoi ça, monsieur? Well, my French friend, you are right. That script does say lemons, however it's not a mistake. In fact, it's perfectly intentional because today I will be proving that most of what you just said is wrong. Welcome to a history of the 24 Hours of Lemons. The 24 Hours of Lemons is a cheap, accessible, amateur racing series that prides itself on its sense of humour and its interesting participants in both car and team alike. The brainchild of Nick Pond, Jay Lamb and Jeff Glenn, the series was somewhat of a successor to the Double 500, a Californian road rally originating in San Francisco, where cars were purchased and modified for $500 or less, and then raced for 500 miles. After the trio had deemed that a 500-mile road journey was simply too easy for an entrant to complete, they turned to track racing, and thus the 24 Hours of Lemons was born in 2006 on the asphalt of Altamont Motorsports Park in California. The rules were simple, and quite like those of the Double 500, except with a bit more of a focus on safety due to the nature of track racing. Essentially, the cars were still bought and built for $500, excluding safety equipment of course, and the team with the most laps completed at the checkered flag wins. Since 2006, this rule set has largely remained the same. However, as the series grew from its roots in Altamont, extra quirks were established in order to spice things up. Notable rules included extra points for the best team theme, the BS factor in which a penalty lap is deducted for each $10 the car is suspected to be over the $500 limit, and fun and often embarrassing penalties for driving infringements. In essence, the emphasis for this series was very much on affordable fun, and as the track list increased to places such as Sonoma Raceway, Road Atlanta, and New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the number of participants grew rapidly. This showed with the 242 teams that showed up at the 2014 What in the Hell Are We Doing race, earning the Guinness World Record for most participants in a car race. Granted, only 216 of the cars that showed up actually made it to the grid, but that all comes with the nature of the cars that are racing here, aptly named Hooties. In 2016, the license to use the Lemons brand in Australia and New Zealand was acquired by Sean Herbert and Jacob Simonson respectively, allowing for various endurance races to be held on tracks such as Wakefield Park and Collie Motorplex. Unfortunately, the license for Lemons branding at these events was not renewed in 2020, but races have continued under different names. Another offshoot of the Lemons brand are the Lemons Rallies, which are essentially road trips of various lengths done completely for fun, usually starting or ending at a Lemons event and sometimes including Lemons cars. So you see, my French friend, not all endurance racing is for the rich and talented, and you don't need a fancy $1 million car to compete. All you need is $500, a couple of mates, some tools, and one, maybe two spare engines. Yeah, better make it two.